Okay, parents, welcome to virtual open house at Lions Township High School. I'm Jeff Johnson, sophomore PE teacher at LT. I'd much rather be in person with a big crowd in the stands than talking to this computer screen. And seems very sterile, but we'll do the best we can here. A little bit about myself. It's my 26th year teaching and coaching at Lions Township High School. I teach sophomore PE and mostly sophomores in driver education. I coach girls golf and I coach boys basketball. Enjoy both very much. It's a great experience. Fortunately, we have some sports going on right now. A little bit of an overview of sophomore physical education. Uh, we have quite a bit of variety of activities. It's obviously different this year with remote learning. Um, we work on cardiovascular endurance. We work on muscular strength. We work on muscular endurance, flexibility, and general mindfulness. Our units this semester will be unique semester, certainly. Will be tennis, swimming slash water safety. Um, Obviously, we don't have the kids in the pool this semester, which we wish we did have, but we'll do some online swimming lessons and talk about water safety, both of which we all feel are very important for any kids to learn, certainly our sophomores at LT, and badminton. So we'll generally stick with those three units. We also, if we were in school, we would also add volleyball in there for sophomore curriculum. Assessment will be units, those three units, tennis, swimming, badminton, as well as some Canvas quizzes. We will probably do a fitness portfolio, although I might try to incorporate that in with our Canvas quizzes. And then we'll have some live workouts, which we've already been participating in. I'm going to try to do a fitness portfolio. We haven't started it yet. One of my goals this semester, once I get some of this technology figured out, is to be able to have an interactive goals that your sons and daughters can do, where they create a goal and then work toward that goal a little bit this semester, both fitness and nutrition wise. Those goals will be up to your sons or daughters as we progress to work on how hopefully we have some more freedom to work on what they'd like to do. And then they can put it in a Google log system. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to work this out for our classes. Grading and policies. We're grading this semester basically in 4 objectives. Objective 1, skill, technique, knowledge assessments, peer assessments when we do them, peer teaching when we can do them, self-reflection skills. Obviously, when we are home in a remote setting, skills are difficult to assess. We will do the best we can with that. I told your sons and daughters in our first meeting that I'm not looking to take points away from students. I'm looking for ways to make sure that we do the best we possibly can, reach our maximum level of assessment, and hopefully get all the possible points and highest grade we can in this class. It should be a great opportunity for your sons and daughters to get a good grade this semester. Written assessments, these would be more or less our written tests. We will try to do some reviews for written tests. We will probably do written tests online through Canvas. Between the review and the things we do in this semester, hopefully they can do well in those tests. Like I said, that's an area where they may need to do some studying at home. Objective 3, physical movement, engagement, and activity. Heart rate monitors, self-assessments. Heart rate monitors, what we're doing right now is we're kind of doing some pre-heart rate checks, post-workout heart rate checks, post-cool-down heart rate checks, where they can log those into Canvas, and that is going to cover us there for heart rate monitor, at least at this point in time. If your son or daughter has a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or something like that, they can use that. If they have a cell phones, you can download a heart rate app where they can simply put their finger on their camera and it will test the heart rate. Or we can do it old school, where we check our heart rate at the carotid artery or on our wrist. But all of those will serve as our heart rate monitor, at least until we're back into school, if we get back into school. If your sons or daughters are participating in the activities, that we ask them to do every day. I plan on giving them all their points, and they should have no problem getting the maximum number of points in objective 3. Um, Objective 4 here, observation, self-reflection, and sportsmanship cooperation. Once again, guys, I'm sorry, I'm talking to parents, not kids. Once again, when we're in person, this is a much easier thing to judge. We see kids competing together and cooperating together, helping each other learn. It's more difficult in a home setting, but we're monitoring the best we can through the Zoom and through Canvas assessments. I would also fully expect that portion of the grade students would do very well on. So far, so good with my classes this semester. I'm pleased with how the students are participating. There is certainly a cooperation and trust factor that goes into Zoom. I'm giving them options for workouts and trusting that they're going to do it through their assessment, be honest in their assessments. So it's like kind of a two-way trust thing. Until something goes bad, that's how we'll work it. I think that'll be fine. Our remote learning experience, we'd like to do our best to support your students, our students. If they feel like they need something from me, by all means, they should either hang out at the end of a Zoom lesson and ask me questions face-to-face through Zoom, or send an email. But hopefully your son or daughter feels supported. I would like to be supportive of their success. We would like to provide them opportunity or provide an opportunity to give support physically, socially, emotionally, and mentally. I would like to make this online PE as enjoyable as possible, just like we could make our PE here in the building as enjoyable as possible. I try to make physical education for students a fun experience. I think that's more difficult in the home environment, but just from feedbacks that I had students fourth quarter last year, and the options that we gave students to do, they were able to find workouts that they enjoyed. They were able to find some stress-free activities that they enjoyed as well. And most of the students that I got feedback from last year, fourth quarter, found it valuable to them. Lastly, we'll try to provide an atmosphere that allows them to feel included, supported, valued, and challenged. If your son or daughter is not feeling like they are being supported or valued, please have them talk to me online through Zoom or send me an email. I don't want them to feel that way. I want this to be an enjoyable experience, at least as enjoyable as possible through a Zoom setting. Thank you for your time. My email is on the screen there, jjohnson@lths.net. If you have any questions or just would like to touch base on progress, please do. A couple little things that weren't in the PowerPoint I'd like to mention. Canvas is one of the venues I'll use to post workouts and get feedback on their lessons, but Infinite Campus will be the area where your student will see their grade. Right now, I'm not placing any grades in Infinite Campus, but they can see if they're missing things we've done in Canvas, and then they can go look at Infinite Campus to look at what their grade is. I will move in Canvas materials into Infinite Campus. There are things I will put in Canvas that will not be part of their grade. They're more just simply practice. Like if we are here in the building, we are participating in activity, it will show up in their participation grade on Infinite Campus, not necessarily on campus. So I appreciate your time. If you have questions, there's the email. Thank you for spending the time with us tonight. Have a good night.